I think learning how to practice is something that everyone has to do. It's not something you immediately know how to. And how to is terribly important in learning how to practice. I'm a big sports person. I would never go out and play a tennis match if I hadn't learned the correct way of playing with a great forehand or how to serve. I will never allow myself to go and just dink the ball. I can't do that. But that's sort of the way I approach horn. I think you have to learn the basics of the instrument. I think you have to know how to play everything. I'm an old-fashioned etude person. My teacher, Mr. Covert, for 4 years, we didn't do excerpts. I had to learn how to play the horn and how to practice so I could put those excerpts into what I've been playing and not learn how to play the horn from the excerpt to the horn. It's terribly important, and it's the how-to that you learn to breathe the how-to. So how to practice also is a way of how you're going to breathe to play the instrument. And that's, I must say it 100 times a day if I say it once, about breathing or and you get the formation of the right vowel, you get the right kind of air in, and then you produce the right sound. And if you have these fundamentals that everybody talks about fundamentals, then we kind of slide around and we don't do them as much. And I feel like if you look at Mozart, everybody's going to play a Mozart concerto sometime. Oh, there's an E-flat major scale in most of the Mozart concertos. Oh, guess I have to practice my scales. Oh, the first thing you have to play in Mozart 3, which some people think it's, not as difficult, it's an arpeggio. Guess you should be practicing your arpeggios. So you immediately have an arpeggio. Most people don't play it, though, because it's like, it doesn't go up to high B flat, so you can't play it. I feel very, very, very lucky that I had a teacher who made me go through all these basic skills, because basically I did not start studying horn until I got to college. I just played the horn. I didn't have a teacher. And luckily I had someone who took me through the basics, which you come back to them every single day that you play the horn. As a university professor, we all talk about the syllabus and the things that you have to have. And I think that's important as, course of study. But when you have 20 students, you have 20 syllabi or course of study because they all come in at different levels. I will have a graduate student come in and the first lesson is, okay, tell me what you've played. Tell me the etudes you've done and your solos. And they'll say, well, I haven't really done many etudes. And immediately I'm going, oh, that's too bad because you are now. And if I have a freshman come in and say, well, I haven't really played many solos and I've played the Gallet studies, you sort of know where they are in their skills and their technique and their experience of what music they've gone through. So I think it's the best part about teaching is it's never the same. So it's always coaching something new for someone to learn how to play Brahms 3. You still have to go through and play some of the old chanto melodies. So you learn how to play the horn lyrically through that, and then you go into playing Brahms.